How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What's going on, guys?
So, this man pushed me in the basketball. We were standing underneath the basketball. All I did was make a basketball play into him like this, into him like that. That's all I did. If he wants to cry about that, that's a basketball. It's called a basketball.
Brandon, you know you didn't do that. Admit what you did.
No, that's all I did.
Admit what you did.
Hey, let's start with this. You two know each other clearly?
Yeah.
Is this something where you want to press charges for an assault and battery, or is this just some heated basketball shit?
I mean, I thought it was just heated, but I mean, I'm not gonna have one straight down and elbow me in the face.
And I'm not gonna take your pussies in the back either.
I know, but that's.
And then call me a bitch right afterwards too. That was where you
call it, yeah.
Sounds to me like some normal basketball shit.
That's all it is.
What is it?
Oh, it's not normal basketball shit, but I mean.
Is there something where you want me to have charges pressed against this man?
No, because I don't want retaliation. That's the only problem.
How well do you two know each other? Like,
a couple of years. Just gym, business, stuff like that. But.
So what do you want me to do?
Can I get kicked out just today, or?
That's not my. I don't own this place.
Hey, y'all really gonna put this on me?
That's up to you. It don't matter to me either way. If you want me going for the day, that's fine.
I'll make it fair. Both go home for the day.
You want to go home?
Why would I go home?
He's gonna make it fair. It's his business.
I heard both sides of the story.
We need to both stay or both go. Which one do you want?
I mean, y'all can either set this now, or y'all just let it go, and y'all enjoy the rest of the day. Or if y'all don't want to let it go, y'all can both just take the rest of the day off.
I don't understand, but how is that fair to me? I'm the Greek part of here.
But I heard both sides of the story. You know, you guys brought him into it. Then
You're gonna put me. Are you good?
If I press charges, he'll come retaliate against me. If I want to go home, if I want.
I mean, y'all can just let it.
Look, I'm not saying you have to press charges. I'm saying in terms of whether you stay and go is not my decision. Do you want a police report filed for this particular incident?
Hello, man. Welcome back to WWTF. We want to try to get on MikeC.
I'm Fred White.
Hey, today we talk to you about the whole thing called basketball. Basketball or basketball?
Basketball, man. What an idiot.
Okay, what happened?
This fool was playing a game, a basketball, this white guy, and he called the police on the guy that fouled him.
Hold on, you play basketball, you call the police.
He called the police on the guy that fouled him. And what's so interesting is that the receptionist, as y'all heard the video, y'all watched the video before we started the show, but the receptionist called the police and said that this guy has been assaulted just because of a foul.
Was he punched in the face?
Fouled.
He pushed him real hard and he skinned his knees or something.
Actually, what he did was he posted up. So he blocked the child. I'm not into basketball, man, so I don't know what it's called. It's when one guy stops and stands in front of the guy and he blocks it for his man so he can run around him or whatever. And that's what he did. And somehow there was some contact and he felt threatened enough to call the police on a foul.
Wow. I have no words.
This is going all over, man. There has been a couple of other stories about, a woman calling the police on these guys that was barbecuing in the park. A woman called the police on the ladies that fell asleep inside her own apartment complex. People got called on because they were playing basketball in the park. And people got called the police on because they were in a swimming pool. The guy only walked up to this black couple and I guess harassed them and asked them did they have permit to be there or permission to be there or whatever. But she was the only person that was singled out and they called the police just for that.
Doesn't stop, huh?
Very disturbing. And people don't understand why there's a lot of hatred in this country. And it only really came to the forefront because of this whacknut that's in the Oval Office right now.
Yeah. The guy that says he's trying to make America great
was down here first, but it wasn't seen. Now, I'm not saying this to downplay what happened, but I'm just saying it was down here because people were ignoring it and there was no witnesses to it. They didn't have any proof. They didn't have any video. But now since he took office, it jumped from here to like all the way right here. You know what I'm saying? So, and people don't get it. People don't get what the Grand Wizard has done to this country because of him. Because he made it acceptable to do these hate crimes and this bigotry and all this racism. People don't get it, but they still support him. I mean, actually, he kind of threw us, well, not kind of, but he threw us under the bus when he met with Putin. You know, his second love interest, you know.
That might be his first love interest.
And the most dumbest thing about that was this guy tried to recant his story and say, well, I meant to say wouldn't instead of would. That's two different things.
Get the hell about it.
It was something about collusion, and they said Russian.
He probably said, I was confused. Confusion.
He actually asked the people to rewrite the transcript of the conversation.
Of course.
Because he said that I don't think that Russia had any or would not be in collusion or had something to do with it or something. And he got so much backlash out of it. Then he came back and he said, well, I meant to say, you know, this, that, and the other. So he tried to change up the words. I'm just told, just this.
He's a liar. It has been plain. It's plain as day that he lies. He lies about everything. He lies. It'd be raining outside and he said, nah, it's not raining.
And his supporters will believe it.
Yes. And
it could be thundering and lightning outside, and he'll get on TV and say, you know, it's fake news. It's not thundering and lightning. It's sunny. It's sunny outside. It's bright as I don't know what. And people go outside and they're just getting drenched. And people drowning because they said, the Grand Wizard said it's sunny outside. I don't feel no rain. And then they're in a car with water just rising up and drowning. But they still supporting them. I don't believe no rain. It's not raining out here. Oh, I can't breathe. I'm drowning. Where all this water come from? Idiot, man. So, that's about it. But getting back to the story, man. This guy playing basketball and you call the police because you've been fouled. I mean, this stuff is just being, it's just acceptable now to be a jackass and be racist. They put it in the forefront. So it's blatant now. Before it was undercover, now it's just in your face.
all of it in your face. You'll see it every day. Honestly, you'll see it every day at work or whatever, but you haven't seen it a lot since this dude been in office. This is what, 2 years, feel like 50? I mean, like, as far as any president probably in history, that you've never felt this way about the president, or, you know, just that time in office just seemed like it's so exhausting. And all the stuff that's going through and what's happening now, it doesn't seem like this guy's not finished. He's not.
Not at all.
I ain't got nothing else to say about this dude. Well, like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow.com. That's thagamersshow for the name. Don't forget to have a Facebook store page to find little prices. Don't forget to hit us in the meantime. Don't forget to subscribe to the Games Club member. Don't forget about donating to the show with Patreon. We get some cool stuff.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our CMS community and our website community where you can get some free stuff. We'll see you next time on WWTF.
What the fact?
Gamer Show.
See you next time. Keep watching.